see what we have here for you, Gemini. The energy at the bottom of the deck is the one of the Hangman. And what I'm seeing here is someone who is now waiting on you, waiting perhaps to hear from you, to get a message from you. And they are at the same time sacrificing something else. They are, when you see the Hangman, you see someone who is in that position, and that position costs them something. Maybe they're not talking to anyone else. They're not wanting to go out and meet anyone new, and overall just spend energy and time into potential distractions, whereas instead they could focus on you alone. And right here, you just see someone who is willing to do this because they have an attraction towards you, and they're there by choice. This is something that they're deciding to do because to them is more important than anything else. At the same time, this person, I do sense, is starting to get a little frustrated because they're not seeing the situation moving as fast as they want it to move. And so what you see here, in fact, with the Knight of Pentacles is how they perceive the situation, moving very slowly. As you might know, this is the slowest moving energy into the deck, and it represents someone who, someone or a situation that moves so slow that sometimes it looks like it's barely moving. Nothing is happening here, nothing that they can see as a sign that maybe you are interested as well, that you are attracted to them too. And so with the Nine of Pentacles, the truth is that things are actually moving in the right direction and are happening, but at the same time, because of the speed, someone is becoming a little frustrated. Keep in mind that this is someone who is perhaps waiting on a reply on a message that they have sent you, and it doesn't have to be a one-off thing. Maybe they find themselves throughout the day mostly waiting on your replies, on your messages, on your communication. It's something that right now it's the main priority, is the main focus. Therefore, they are perceiving the situation to go very slowly. The Eight of Wands not only represents the exact element that they're waiting from you, it also represents the type of passion and desire that they have towards you right now. This is pure passion, and it's also moving quickly. They would love to just go deep into your conversations and share more, feel like they get validation on how you feel for them through your words, through your messages. Whereas instead, at least right now, they're not seeing enough to be sure that maybe you are attracted as well. This is someone who maybe is feeling that right now you're answering just to be kind, to be a good person, but not because you have a specific interest in them. Keep in mind that this could be true, or it could be just their perception. You know, I mentioned this line before. It's from a movie that I love, A Happy Accident. It's an older movie, and it says, "The heart is like a clock measuring time, and one's emotional state determines the flow of time." It talks about whenever you focus on something so much and you want it so bad, if it doesn't happen right away, it feels like time slows down. Whereas instead, when you're having fun and things go well, it just goes by so quickly. And that is because of how your heart is feeling in that moment. And right now, they feel as though they would love to just make this happen all at once. And we see why with the Lovers. This is someone who sees you right now as a great match. That's the person that I was looking for. Not the type of person, but exactly the person. That's the type of individual that I feel good with, that I feel home, that I feel happy, that checks all the boxes for me. And you do check all the boxes for this person. It's clearly something that they see as important and they do not want to give it up. And we see here, the more they wait, the bigger this urge to hear from you and to see you becomes. And so I'm curious to see how you feel towards this person. Let me see your feelings and your intentions at this moment in time. Oh, card just fell. I'm gonna grab it. The Magician. So I do see you definitely thinking about it. King of Wands connecting to that passion that this person has towards this connection. It is in your radar. It is in your environment, in your sight. At the same time, there is something here that you're dealing with. That Ten of Swords can be pretty painful. It can be a breakup, a disappointment, something that you have experienced either in the recent past or even in the farther past as well, but that you are just now about to close it, to let it go, to move on from it. You are at the end of a major cycle, and we see how with the Magician you see this person and perhaps you are attracted as well, but you are waiting for the right moment to do this. With the Magician, we see how you are perhaps taking care of a lot of things right now. And keep in mind that the main message with this card is having the tools, being in the right place at the right time, and overall wanting to do this in a environment that is perfect for you to do this, that allows you to do this fully. So I do see you connected to them, but you have a lot to handle right now. Whether it is around you or inside of you, doesn't matter. The good news is that you're almost done. You are almost done with that cycle. And after that, something can change and something can finally pick up with this person. Keep in mind, as I usually say, energies go both ways. So the person waiting up here might be you, and this might be someone else, or vice versa. You are free to interpret these energies as they best resonate with you. Right now, we see how things are evolving though, because this Magician is clearly moving energy, even energy that you cannot see because it doesn't always reflect with real events. This is underneath the surface, as you see here. So something is moving and something will change very soon. Let's see what's coming up regarding this situation, because right now we see how there is some frustration, but I do believe it's going to go away. Let's see what's coming up for the two of you. The Tower wanted to come up. Okay. Wow, yes. There is clearly a very important conversation coming up here. In fact, what you see is that all the illusions, all the elements, words said that might have been interpreted as lies or not complete truths, they are going to come up on the surface. What I love about the Tower is that everything that was boiling down here is finally going to come up because of an event, an unexpected event, which will shed some light into the environment and will make you see things for what they really are. Together with this, we see the Queen of Swords and the Ace of Cups. And with these two cards, you know that a very honest conversation is going to happen. To be honest with you, I feel like this is much better than the Eight of Wands, because these are a lot of different messages that could make you see if the person is interested or not. But with the Queen of Swords, you don't have room for misinterpretation. whereas up here you do. This means that the type of conversation that is coming up is going to be actually really good. It's going to put you both in a place where not only you're going to understand what the other person feels and wants, but obviously right here with the Ace of Cups, you're going to see a new beginning. A beginning made of love, of new feelings, and definitely a lot of happiness. I love to see this card for you because it talks about your heart awakening again and being happy, experiencing a relationship, the start of a relationship in a way that perhaps you have never done before, starting fresh and getting into this new adventure, which is really going to bring you a lot of happiness, Gemini, from what I see here. Keep in mind that part of the message with the Ace of Cups talks also about forgiveness. And so we see you completely moving away from something that belongs in the past and finally trusting the universe and your environment to be safe enough for you to open up your heart once again. This is major, and I definitely want to look into that Queen of Swords. I want to see what the two of you will talk about. I want to see what you will tell them and how this person is going to feel, what their intentions are for the future of this relationship, and how this Ace of Cups will transform your life, transform your environment. Let's see what's coming up for you next, because from what we see here is definitely exciting. I'll be continuing the reading in the extended video linked below in the description box. Follow me there if you want to dive deeper into the messages. Also, don't forget that every week I randomly select viewers that have watched the extended video to offer them a free personal 30-minute reading. I send out emails every Monday morning, so please check your spam folder as well. Stay tuned for the extended preview and some more content made just for you. Welcome back to your extended reading, Gemini. What we have seen here is someone who is really waiting to hear from you, or waiting for the overall situation to move more quickly. It's clear that this person has a connection with you. They think about you as someone very special, and they don't want to miss out on this opportunity. What we're seeing here is that perhaps for you at this moment in time, you are taking care of something. You are closing a chapter, and you are soon able to do that. And that really tells us that at that point, you're going to be able to focus on this instead. Now, we have a conversation coming up with the Queen of Swords, which is going to be definitely a conversation that will bring clarity into the situation and will make you both understand how things are going to evolve from that moment forward. And so let's look into that conversation. Let's look into that Queen of Swords and see what type of information comes out. We know that we're going to talk about your intentions about this situation, this relationship, and their intentions as well. So let's look into how the situation will unfold from that moment forward. I like to see here how you're able to completely change the situation just by saying the right things. And here we're looking into a conversation that will make you see things in a completely different way.